want. Agile is like kayak. I think it's a good example. It's like, if you're thinking about a kind of a simile or a analogy, it's like you're in a kayak with a agile project. It's easy to manage. It's easy to control. Whereas, with a waterfall, it gets really messy. You don't have visibility. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of effort, money, and resources to do any small little change in waterfall. Whereas with agile, it's easier. So in the context, again, just an example of this one e-commerce website, our famous, the website for selling mobile. We'll have to come up with a name for that. Mobile phone website, mobile accessory selling website. We were taking an example for that. So in that case, you can actually have the backlog, let's say about 1,000 items in there, which could be about selling the mobile accessory screen protectors, the list of items, maintain the list of items, change the items, and then have the images for the items, maintain all the maybe 360-degree video of the item, reviews, collect the reviews of the items, star reviews, everything, and then add the shopping cart. All of these, there's so many things there to be added, right? The ability to integrate with WorldPay for the processing of the card payments. So all of these are tasks and requirements. You maintain that in one big backlog. So there's just one product backlog, one huge chunk with loads of items in there. The items could be requirements, features, tasks. It could be technical tasks. It could be defects, change requests. All of them are part of that backlog for the e-commerce website. And what you do out of that is in the release backlog, we have actually released, we are saying that for the next release, we're going to have for the by November, we're going to have just the catalog. So that's going to be the catalog. The release backlog is all about catalog and having the catalog of items and showing up the photos and reviews and descriptions, and maybe select the item and then that gets added to shopping cart. That's it. So this functionality is part of all the tasks and everything that are related to this features. All the features about the catalog would go into the November release backlog. Out of that 30 or 40 items within that release of November, in the next 2 weeks, which is what is iteration, we're going to work firstly on showing the item and then showing the one image of the thumbnail image of that item, and then show the item title, item description, and then the item photos. These are the only 4 things that we're going to do in the next 2 weeks. So by, let's say, October 17th or 18th, we will complete this part only. We'll focus only on this. We don't worry about everything else. The development team are going to focus only on the aspect of the item, showing the item description, title, an image, and yeah, pretty much it. That's it. Just these 2 weeks are focused only on that. And then by the end of 18th October, you'll have that done and you have that completely tested, it's working fine. Then again, we look at the backlog and see what else needs to be done again. So the product manager can actually go back and say, you know what, course correction, guys. I think this is not really important. We've got a feedback from the customer saying that we need to have the payment processing first. So you actually hold this piece of work. Initially, you're supposed to work on the next bit to add more functionality on the catalog so that you can complete that in November. But Agile, the beauty with Agile is you actually get the feedback from the market, from the customers, from the business, and you think that it is not really important or urgent. So you actually park it aside and you take up something which is more urgent, more